G'day guys, One Man Clan here at AGR headquarters. It's been a while. I'm back. I've actually done a few of these videos, but I didn't upload them. The last one I checked out was like a rambly thing where I drove. It went for 25 minutes. Do you guys want... Again, I don't know if you guys are interested. I don't know what you guys want. Don't want anything, just want to play. Stop talking. Oh, well, the original concept was regular updates of what's been happening that you might want to know. So what matters? What can I tell you? Well, let's stick to gameplay things because I can ramble on for a while. Lots been changed. Why don't I go to my my little coding database here? Why didn't you get this ready before you started chatting? Well, I didn't. And where are we? Fortress. And we open up a program called Tortoise SVN. We go to the show log, and this tells us what I've been doing. Let's go from, God, it's been a couple of months since I did one of these chats, so blah 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 blah. Added preliminary working fog for Easy Quakers. Oh yeah, when the flag's captured, the Easy Quakers see a nice pink bit of fog there. Refinements to the menus removed. It's all interior stuff, minor stuff. Idle kicker. Oh yeah, idle players get kicked. I'm not that happy with it because sometimes I've got to put a new thing onto it. I think Jonah, was it Navigator, suggested it that when you talk, you shouldn't get kicked. At the moment, if you do nothing, if you sit there, you get kicked. I think you got 60 seconds. You don't just get kicked though, you get reconnected as a spectator, okay? So it comes across ruder than what it is. I hope it's clear that the people that they're not getting kicked. I don't know, maybe it looks too aggressive. I'm not actually kicking anyone. Like, it's not. There's no malice there. It's just hey, if you're not moving, you're not here. Don't show up as a blue teammate, for example, because everyone thinks, oh, there's 3 guys on blue, when actually there isn't. There's 2, and one of them's gone for walkies. Fix more bot menus. Change walls so that they raise and lower slowly. Oh yeah, the walls raise and lower slowly. That is really cool. Of course, the people not using FTE are going to see these ugly thing, whereas the FTE, the people are seeing beautiful glass. Think, ooh, Sunday 15th of July, a lot of stuff here. When was the last AGR? Where is it? Go to the site, visit site. July 16th was the last time I posted something. It's a bad look, man. I've got to get the site. I've got to update more often. The thing is, there's been a whole bunch of activities. So it's not like I haven't been doing anything. What else do you need to know? The walls. The blue can go through the walls. Jammer bypasses suppressor. The scanner jammer bypasses the suppressor. There you go. The suppressor's causing you grief. You can bypass it using the jammer. You just said that. Fix bug with monsters not being removed from monster array. Oh yeah, there's mentioned stuff. Blah blah blah. That doesn't matter. These are all cluster rocket display. Cluster rocket now selectable from main weapon menu as rocket upgrade. Press twice. Yeah, no one said anything to that, so I don't know if that means it's so insignificant or yeah. So when you put your rocket, if you want to get the cluster rockets, just push rocket twice. I freed up a menu slot. There you go. I'm quite happy with that. It's no big deal, but. Blah 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 blah. Fix server start and pre-match. You can't disease someone during pre-match. Oh, okay, that's been done. Should be playable. Blah blah blah. Add a new stat. That's all internal stuff. So piranhas aren't attacking anymore. Oh, I fixed that. Piranhas weren't attacking for a while. Can't thief with the flag. That's been done. Allow water monsters. Yeah, the monsters can go in the water, but I'm not happy with that. Should I stop here? Or should I keep going? Disable enemy. Disable you can't give enemies auras. Certain idiot was doing that. Been fixed. You know who you are. Friendly message to register. No message for fix bug where extras was refunding too much money. Oh yeah, that's fixed ages ago. August, man. Renaming, debugging stuff. Yeah, this stuff is not. Let me just stop that. I'm gonna keep talking. Come on, music. Bum bum bum. Okay, I'm gonna keep talking. So anyway, or maybe I shouldn't. Maybe this should be it. I've made a few of these chats. Some of them are longer than others. I made one which is a 25-minute one of me. Maybe I should do a survey, because there's so many questions I have that I don't actually know the answers to. I did a drive. You know what? I'm going to attach it to the end of this, and you tell me if it's interesting or not. It's a long, rambly chat. I listened back to it. I'm like, part of me is like, okay, this is interesting. It's just me chatting. It's like, it's entertaining, whatever. The other part says, look, it's very self-indulgent, and it's too much like a radio show. So I don't know if it's entertaining enough. What is the point of doing these pre-match chats? I think the point of the pre-match chats is to motivate people to show up and play, okay, to be honest with you. And to get the existing players to let them know what's happening, and the players that are wondering, gee, those AGR sessions still happening, to remind them that the AGR sessions are still happening. They're happening every Saturday and every Sunday, and you are really missing out if you don't show up. And you need to be there. And some people think that AGR is once a year during October. It's not. So I had one guy last year, October, said something like, oh yeah, it's a pity we don't do this more often. I'm like, dude, do you realize we play every weekend, don't you? It's like, oh, do you? I thought it was just October. So, so hopefully I tried making it clear that I think Johnny Johnson did mention during the last October, because I told him, can you emphasize that, keep telling them this is every week. Anyway, look, I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to attach the chat after this now. And if you want to listen to it, listen to it. If you don't. It's a long, rambly chat I did a couple of weeks ago, which I didn't upload because it was a bit too rambly. But it's got an interesting thing where, as I was driving, I had to stop because the cops were doing breath testing. But anyway, that might be interesting. But anyway, I will attach. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to attach at the end of this, and we'll see how we go. And you tell me in the comments whether that was really interesting. Keep doing it. I love your little chats. Or what a waste of time. And on the other hand, if people, it's so hard to tell. What if people don't like it and they think stuff it and they're not listening anymore? Like right now, he's still listening. Who's listening? No one cares. No one cares. Okay, here's the chat. I'll see you soon at the session. Don't be late. Bye. G'day guys, the old one-man clan. Gonna do a chat and a drive. A drive and a chat as I get comfy. And I've got to go to see someone's place. It's going to be like a 20-minute drive. So I figure, why don't I just talk now about what's been happening in the AGR world and whatever, man. How you doing all? Oh, I've got the sun in my eyes, just to give you a visual here. I've got the sun in my eyes and I'm driving. It is September the 8th, Saturday, 8th of September 2018. Isn't that weird? You've got to hesitate now. I think the older you get, the more each year becomes more and more futuristic sounding, yeah, anyway, sun's in my eyes as I'm driving west. I'm in Melbourne, Australia, and it's about 5:10 or something. And looking forward to the session tomorrow. God, this sun's really in my eyes. It'll get out of the way soon. And so this is going to be a free-form chat. I've got nothing planned. I've got no list of things to talk to. So this is purely random. It's like you're sitting next to me in the car, an AGA fan or curious or a supporter or someone's curious about it or someone doesn't know anything what the hell I'm talking about. Sit next to me in Australia. I'm going to take a drive, and to my left is a yellow Mustang. And it looks... I like Mustangs. They look really, really cool. They're sexy-looking cars, but the trouble is when everyone's got them, they're no longer as special. That was a sip of frappe I just had then, which is the Greek iced coffee. What are you going to talk about AGR, man? Relax, we're going to get to AGR. Jeez. It's been a while since I've chatted. Let me warm up, okay? Let me warm up. All right, let's talk about AGR. So, in no particular... Oh, man, she was gorgeous. Damn. I just saw the most stunning, you see a silhouette? I saw her in silhouette. Some girl, she flicked her hair, like touched her hair kind of thing. And sometimes, you see, like you get a brief look at a girl and you think, oh, wow, maybe she's hot. But that there's a chance she won't be as you get closer. This one did, for once, it did live up to the, thought you were going to talk about AGR. I'll get to AGR, man. A beautiful girl just went past. Can I talk about it? Can I acknowledge it? There's more to life than AGR. I can't believe I said that. I didn't say that. There's nothing more important. All right, I'm driving east now, and the sun's out of my eyes, which means I can now take a breath and talk about what's been happening. Now, okay, how do I figure out what to talk about? What's the most important thing? The most important thing is to, I don't know, man. I don't know what's been happening. Bug fixing. There was a few bugs. There was a demo bug. There was a bug with the demos. That's what a demo bug is. I know that obviously a demo bug would involve demos. Can you let me talk? So that's been fixed. And I've been involved in the programming side. What's it got to do with the players, man? We just want to play the game. We don't care about the programming side. It's your problem. Well, look, if you listen to this, it means you're a fan, so you want to know about don't you want to know about the programming stuff? Or not? That's one thing. Should I have the programming stuff on a separate channel? Actually, you know what? There's a bunch of things that I need to ask you about. Should have organised this better. I would have started off this thing here. Some things I need your feedback on, and one was, should I separate these are questions I can't answer. Should I separate the programming stuff into a separate channel? I mean, the small clique, we're a little clique, we are, the AGR fans, which I guess is the good point of not being a huge cult, of not being a huge thing. In other words, we all know each other, we're used to each other, there's personalities in this game. And, all right, we don't have the, jam-packed full of server, millions of people playing and blah, blah, blah. But that's a plus. It is special, it's unique, it's our own little cult thing. And I think that's sustainable up to maybe 50 people. I don't know, but definitely compared to TF2, where there's so many players. And now with Fortnite, I think that, which I had to go at Fortnite, because Doc recommended it. Fortnite. I couldn't get into it. There's a hunter-gathering aspect I'm not into. It's a bit effeminate. I like to shoot things and I don't want to gather. I want to hunt. Or be hunted. But I don't want to gather stuff and gather resources and things. But not everybody's like you. I know not everybody's like me, but I'm just saying the reason I'm not into it. If you're into that, then great. Some guys are into other guys. That's fine. If you're homosexual who likes gathering things, and that's so everyone who likes Fortnite is gay. I didn't say that, man. All right. Ugh. Okay. So question one is, should I separate the AGR programming videos, which I did a few of them, and I put a big fat AGR dev, so everybody knows that and you can see the length. AGR dev, click on it for an hour, and it's me talking about programming. So obviously, if you have no interest in programming, then don't watch it. And that's pretty obvious, and I won't be offended. That's cool. And I talk about it at the start. On the other hand, someone who's new might think that the whole channel is programming videos. So I don't know, maybe I should separate them in a separate channel. I don't know. It's one of those unanswerable questions. The second question to everyone is, because I looked into Fortnite, because the thing with Fortnite is so many people are into it. It's huge, man. It's huge. It's come out of nowhere, and everyone's talking about it. It's just like, come on. But I had to go with it, and first of all, I don't like female characters in games. I'm really not into that. I don't want to fight girls. I don't want to be a girl. I don't want to see sex in games. And I love sex, porn. Not porn, but kind of... I used to like porn. Now it's a bit But if you're into porn, that's great. There's nothing against it. So I'm not being a prude here. You know, make a porno game. I'd make a gay porno game. I don't care. Make an orgy game of, you know, with women in there. But not for my first person shooter stuff. That's just me. I suppose if I put sexy chicks in AGR, would a whole bunch of more people want to play it? I don't know. But the other hand, if everybody else is doing that, then why should I join in? Anyway, I'm rambling here. Back to the point. Fortnite. It's so bloody huge. And I was in you know, friends of mine are playing it. It's like, come on. Is it really that good? And I looked into it and I read up a little bit, because obviously I'm curious to see, well, if they can get like millions and millions of players, and I think it was like 120 million something. So if I can get 1% of 1% of 1%, that's bloody 32 people, which is all I want, man. But anyway, there's a book, the Fortnite strategy. I saw a book in a game shop, and I'm like, oh. And the thing with Fortnite, it seems to me, off the top of my head, really complicated. It's a really complicated game. It's like there's like this you can buy and that you can buy, which to me, you see what I did in the last 6 months. I kept thinking, well, obviously want AGR to be huge, and I'm trying to eliminate all barriers to entry, make it really, really simple. And one of the things I thought maybe is a bit complicated is there's a lot of items on the menu, and some of them are vaguely worded. And oh god, traffic's piling up now. What's going on? Oh man, the traffic's ground to a halt. Oh, it's a breath testing. Ugh. Breath testing. All right, you know what? I might leave this to record, and you can listen to me getting breath tested. Or was that an accident or was it a breath test? I can't tell. Anyway, so I've been trying to make AGR more simple. I've been renaming things. Okay, which is a bit of a heresy, because the one thing I wanted to keep from custom TF, because I had this idea that the custom TF players were going to stick around and will come back, and they never did. They didn't. So whatever. But I didn't want to mess with the menu for the longest time. The one thing I changed this, changed that. The one thing I kept the same was the menu and the prices. I thought I want everything to be as simple as possible. Oh, I think they are breath testing. I'm going to put this down, because you're not supposed to hold things. And I'll even turn off the... Okay. I'm slightly further away from the microphone now, because I could be breath tested, and I don't want them to see me holding a phone, because it's illegal. Okay, I'm stopping now. I'm moving through. Anyway. Damn it. Terrorists are invading, and they want to stop to make sure we're not drinking too much. Which, by the way, whilst we're at it, I read this thing saying when you're really tired, it's equivalent to being drunk in terms of your performance as a driver, and a huge number of accidents are caused by people really exhausted. And secondly, when different people have different levels of tolerance for alcohol, so it's really discrimination to have a uniform 0.05 in Australia, I think it is, that you're not supposed to blow, which is considered drunk. But anyway, I'm stuck in traffic. But yeah, I tried to keep the menu exactly the same. But then I started changing it, thinking, okay, this is a bit vague. You know, what is the? I think the assault cannon. Let's call it the minigun. So I'll call it the minigun. Cyber-Org, I think I changed it to auto heal. You know, it's like, all right, let's go. And once you change it, I might as well change it. Again, the custom TF players, they're not coming back. So whatever. This is now, the audience now is for new people. And anyway, so... okay, I'm just checking out now whether I'm... traffic has stopped, and I'm just waiting to see Oh, they're checking out cars as well. Oh my God. They're looking under cars and what are they doing? I can't tell. They pulled over cars. I should be taking... See, a video would be so much more interesting here. The traffic is stopped. There's 4 lanes and there's a bunch of cops on the right and they pulled over... I think, was there an accident or are they pulling over people for breath testing? I think it is breath testing. But sometimes they have to stop people for warrants and stuff. Highway patrol. Alcohol and drug testing. Can't fucking see now because that's cool. Okay. Alright. I didn't get pulled over. That was bad, man. The sun's in your eyes as well. Oh, okay, so where was I? So I started changing these to make things more easy. I thought let's lower the barriers. I don't want it to be confusing. So I renamed a whole bunch of things. Plus, also I'm thinking of removing some things. For example, to make it small and minimalist, easy to get into. Everything's clear, simple. Even rename the thing that makes the guy that spawns the bloody scrags. Call him Beastmaster. But it was called something else. Warlock. Yeah, what's a warlock? I mean, the guy that summons the beasts. Or that, the skills, which again I've renamed superpowers. Superpowers, more appealing to the kids. Anyway, just slow down. Okay, so my point is that I've been trying to make things simpler, easier to follow. But if you look at Fortnite, they've got like a whole bunch of complicated things you can buy in game, just like TF2 had all these complicated things. TF2 had so many, this gun and this thing, it's just after a while it's like, oh, hold on. Oh, I understand that's how they make their money, they sell these little weapons and things, but I want it to feel fair. I don't like the idea of a strange weapon no one knows about that's going to do something. I don't know, is it a taste thing? But this is where I don't know. I'm just one guy with one opinion. I know what I like, what I don't like. And some things I'm very, I think are non-negotiable. Things that I want for AGR, blah, blah, blah. But other things I don't know. And this is one of those things where, should the game be simplified? Should it, for argument's sake, let's say we had a whole bunch of 20 new weapons. Would that attract new players or not? Remember, it's important to attract new players, guys. I mean, I love you guys, and we all have a great time and everything. But the fact is that the game has some key stars of the show at the moment, and if something happened to them, there'll be no more AGR. We're done. King of Ping, Decimus, Doc, Wolfgang, Navigator, Jonan. If I've forgotten your name, then you don't play often enough. Ted comes and goes. I don't even know what he's called himself anymore. But there's like 5 people. If 5 people quit tomorrow, I shouldn't even say that. Even scary just thinking of it. It's finished. I mean, so I've got to have new people coming in. Or you could say, hey, it's the end of an era, and just call it a day. Nah. Anyway, so it all comes down to what will bring new players in, and is it too complicated? And I guess maybe it does make a difference. Anyway, look, let me know your thoughts. I don't know. This is where the advantage of being a little cult little game is you get to have your say, and you get a pretty good percentage chance of having your say, which, by the way, as a quick aside, is one of the reasons to detour Geelong Road, expect delays. Fuck's sakes! The cops pulled me over for breath testing, and now we've got to Detour, Somerville Road. Geelong Road, expect delays. How long is this going to take? I've been talking for how long? This was supposed to be like 20 minutes. It's already gone nearly 20 minutes now. I'm nowhere near my destination. Damn it, man. Anyway, let's talk about mass immigration for a sec. You see, AGR, right now there's like, let's say 10. I'll be generous. 10 super players, superstars, who get to have your say. And you get 1/10 of a say. If you've got a really strong opinion, I'll give it a really thought to that. Whereas if there's 50 people, then your say is less. If there's 100 people, your say is less. So in a small town, this is why we need little countries, little towns, self-governing, so you get to have a say. Because once we, I used to believe in democracy, man, but democracy depends on everybody being the same and agreeing on basic principles. Whereas if we started giving zillions and zillions of people, Melbourne just hit 5 million the other day. 5 million people. And the politicians don't seem to have an idea of when to stop it. It's just, I'm sure I'll be talking politics, I don't know. It's not really politics, man, it's what's going on. And the more people that come into your society, the bigger your city gets, the bigger the population is, your vote gets to be less and less and less and less. The extreme example, if there was a tribe of 100 people, would you think of it this way? Let's say there's a tribe of 40 people, hunter-gatherer. Do you think you'd be the leader of that tribe? You'd have a chance. Now me, I don't know if I'd be the leader. I don't think so. I think you need to be too much aggressive, and I'm too thoughtful. I'm not decisive enough. Leaders got to be decisive. But I will definitely be. I think I was arrogant. I would be in the leaders' circle. I might not be president, but might not even be vice president. But I'd definitely be on the advisory council. And but here we are in a city of 5 million, and I'm nobody. A lot of you guys in bigger cities are, it diminishes the individual, the bigger people are. And now, the other thing is Australia does this thing where we, I thought you were going to be talking about AGR. Oh, come on, man. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Anyway, should I upload this? We've gone off topic now. All right, let's get back to the point. Let's talk about AGR. So that's one thing, making it more complicated, making it simple. I don't know. That's question 2. Should I simplify it or make it more complicated, interesting? What's going to bring more players in? At the end of this is the measurement. This is the thing at the end of the day. What's going to bring more players in? What else is that? That's about it, really. The demos are fixed. There was a bit of programming I did. A few bugs, not my fault. Now, I've got some new stuff coming up, which, since you've been nice enough to listen to me this far, means it must really be fancy. So I'll tell you what's coming up. Particles. Particle system. Each explosion of a grenade should be visible from a distance to see what grenade just exploded. So I've given them colour, or not just colour things, but actually different shaped explosions. And so you can see from a distance what kind of a grenade exploded. Yeah, so that's one idea. I might do it this week, actually. The other idea I had was to make weapons more... this is just a dumb idea. I'm not going to do it. I just thought, instead of having actual weapons... Because working on the VWEPs, this is when you actually see, when you look at a player in game, you can see what weapon they're holding. Obviously you can tell what a rocket is, but other things you can't, it's harder to tell. Look at the syringe. But what if you had colour-coded... it's a dumb idea, I'm not going to do it. I thought maybe Minecraft? Like a blocky thing, which symbolises a weapon, but just have a different colour. So green is a rocket launcher, blue is this, and... I don't know if that would be interesting or not. I don't think so. At the end of the day, there's only so much time to vote to this, and also depends what's going to bring players in. I don't know. October's coming up. In October, the 10th anniversary. Now, guys, I'm getting tired now. I've been talking for a while now. I might leave it there. Thanks for listening. We're gone for bloody 22 minutes. Yeah, I don't know if I should apologise for this going so long. And I don't know, man. Should I do a review of what's been happening in the games? No, I'm kind of tired. I'm going to leave it there. And I will... yeah, sorry I haven't done one of these videos for a while. I should be doing videos so you actually see video rather than just audio. I don't know if my voice is entertaining enough, and a lot of people probably won't watch it. Anyway, we'll see. As always, I appreciate your feedback, your comments, so I know what the hell's going on, if anyone gives a damn, and what people care about, and so also some things. How can I put it? Sometimes there's a problem that needs fixing, but the method to fix it is I'm very flexible with. So I remember talking to King of Ping once about what was he doing? This grapple. It was the grapple. There was a problem with the grapple. It was too powerful, too unbalanced things. But there's different ways of slowing down the grapple, and the method I chose, he might hate, but there could be another method of slowing down which he doesn't hate. So that's something I think about. You know, the cure. There could be multiple cures for the disease, and the cure that I pick might actually be more difficult for someone. So as always, I'm open to feedback as to what we should do. For example, you know, the tough mode. You know, what's the point of tough mode? Is to make life for Blue a little bit easier. And you know, if you're not happy with some of the things, show me another way to achieve the aim of making life for Blue a little bit easier. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for listening, and what time is it? Gone for 24 minutes. Might go for exactly 25 minutes. Dun, 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 dun. All right. I'm stuck in traffic. I should have been there by now. So, Melbourne traffic. Melbourne's getting too big. This should be a 20-minute drive. It's 24 minutes, and I'm still got another 10 minutes to go of this drive. This is terrible. This is the biggest problem our world's facing, is overpopulation, man. Got to shut those borders down. Small towns. Ruining Australia will not solve the third world's overpopulation problem. It's just insane what's happening. People, unfortunately, I think that by the time people wake up, it'll be too late. They'll have to actually, you know, it's like a fat person who literally needs to have a heart attack before they admit, okay, maybe I should lose weight. Ugh. Anyway. Yeah. That's a negative tone to end on. But, yeah. All right, I'm going to go. See you soon.